This episode of Capes and Lunatics Sidekicks is brought to you by Tweaked Audio. To get awesome headphones, go to tweakedaudio.com and use the coupon code Southgate to get 30% off, free shipping, and a lifetime warranty. Or you can get there through the link on our website, southgatemediagroup.com.
This is Luca Parrott, and you are listening to the Capes and the Lunatics Sidekicks Podcast.
What about our Quasar podcast, The Quantum Zone?
It's got to be longer. I need a full-length one.
Nice.
Wendell Vaughn, the first Earthman ever appointed Protector of the Universe. Bonded to the energy-transforming quantum band are both weapons and symbols of his station. He fights an ongoing battle to defend all life in the universe from cosmic evil as Quasar. Hello and welcome back to the Quantum Zone, episode 99. That's right, the last double-digit episode. I am Phil. Joining me as always, Master of the Quantum Zone.
I'm Will. Hey, everyone.
And Black Bolt himself, straight from Boston. Boston's Black Bolt.
That's me.
His voice can shatter. What can they shatter?
Mountains, shatter mountains, and that what
not a
they
Boston pizza, that's for sure.
Okay.
All right, so yes, we're gonna be getting
in
to
Arkansas.
Yes.
Oh,
In
Out of
Arkansas.
Canada.
Arkansas.
Boston pizza #1 in Arkansas.
Oh, hey Matt, Will and I were just talking. If I copy and message you written feedback Ray sent us, can you do your impression at the end of the episode?
I'll do my best for sure.
It's not long.
Yeah.
It's not long, so.
Okay.
So, what new? I was telling Will before we jumped on, I signed up for my free week of CBS All Access and watched the first episode of Picard.
Oh, good. Yeah,
I liked it.
It's just one at a time. They're not giving you all of them, right?
No, it's one a week. Yeah.
Ah, I got you.
So I was gonna say I either got to pay or but I watched the first one for free. I liked it. As I said, there's some reviews that weren't too good, but I liked it.
I'm a big fan of Jean-Luc Picard, so I'm looking forward to it. I haven't taken the steps to actually watch it yet, but it came out today at the time of this recording, right?
Yes, Thursday the 23rd. Yeah, and I think at the end, it looks like it's gonna come out every Thursday. So
Cool.
How many? Yeah, I haven't seen it yet either. I'm looking forward to it.
I don't know how many episodes it was. I only saw for like 4 episodes so far, so I don't know if it's gonna be more than that. I would think it would be.
Yeah, for sure.
But there was, without spoilers, the 7 of 9, Riker, Troya, Data.
7 of 9 hasn't shown up yet.
Oh.
Riker hasn't shown up yet. Troy hasn't shown up yet. Data kind of shown up. Well, it basically just like flashbacks and like dreams and stuff. So, and I don't want to spoil things, but he could show up eventually.
Well, yeah, I've seen trailers with all of. The reason I asked is because I've seen trailers with all of those people showing up.
Yeah. No, they even showed 7 of 9. They did it. Coming up this season on Picard. After the episode.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, they showed all of them. So yeah.
Awesome.
And there's a new character who has a tie to Next Generation somehow. I won't spoil that.
Okay, interesting.
Yeah. Keep it to yourself. Yeah.
Very cool.
I know it's interesting. Yeah. Trying to think how much I should spoil.
Don't. None of it.
Yeah.
You watched it.
Okay, I'm just there's.
You're
stuff.
excited. Yeah.
Universe is a much different place, my friends.
Right.
Ambassador Spock is gone.
Yeah. Oh yeah. But I mean, stuff has happened. Well,
he went to the
at least 20 years.
STCU, is that what they call it? Star Trek Cinematic Universe.
Well, that's the other thing I wondered is like I even saw the reviews before I watched this, is saying that's like a different tone than Next Generation was, which it is.
Mm-hmm.
And I just wonder if they could, if they're ever going to say, oh yeah, that's because in those movies he went back and changed the timeline, so that's why stuff's going to be a little different. I mean, Next Generation still happened. I'm not saying that
there's any
Well, I mean, but
continuity.
tonally, I mean, if you look at like Deep Space Nine, it was totally different from everything else that was going on at the time.
But I mean, so I don't want to spoil anything, but was it Patrick Stewart? One of them said, "Oh yeah, this show isn't gonna be as safe as Next Generation was."
Yeah, taking more risks.
Cool.
Yeah.
Any comic news this week?
Comics. I did not pick it up, but there was a new Guardians of the Galaxy #1 out.
Mm-hmm.
I went through it at the store. I didn't see any Quasar, so I was like, eh. But at the end of the episode, one of Matt Kona's favorite characters, Hercules, I guess, is going to be making some appearances in Guardians of the Galaxy.
Hercules.
Verily, huh?
Yeah.
Also a favorite of our friend Ray's too. I know he really likes Hercules.
Yeah, he's a big Herc fan.
Yep. Mm-hmm. There weren't that many Marvel books this week. I don't know if it's because there's like 5 Wednesdays this month.
Oh yeah,
January is a long month.
It's a 5 Wednesday month. Yeah.
Yep. I'm looking at my list. Yeah, Amazing Spider got this week. Captain Marvel, which has been kind of interesting. The last issue of Conan's Serpent War, and Fantastic Four, which I haven't even read yet. So. Oh, I guess they were showing in an upcoming arc. What is it? Avengers. Well, 29 came out last week. It might be like issue 33 or something. There's going to be like a big, I guess, Moon Knight showing up. I'm sure, I know Ray already knows about that, but it's like the Khonshu. Was it Khonshu War? Khonshu something, I think. Or the Age of Khonshu something.
Can't you remember, Bill?
Oh.
What's the matter?
That's for you, Ray. That's for you.
So yeah, I don't know if there's any other news. Well, it's like 2 weeks until that horrible Harley Quinn movie. I didn't think I would. I've been enjoying the Harley Quinn animated series, but that movie looks horrible. None of the characters are recognizable.
Yeah, a little different.
But the animated series is good, you said?
I like it. Yeah, I mean, it's good
I haven't
for
tried it yet. I should give it a try.
Again, no kids watch
She
it.
has animated series roots, right? I mean, for parents, the animated series comic book.
But but they're like a mature. They're dropping F-bombs and stuff. It's so funny. It's like, they'll say anything. They'll drop F-bombs and stuff. But like anytime, like, I guess Dr. Psycho, who's on her team, got kicked out of Legion of Doom because he has trouble because he always calls women the C word.
Oh
wow!
But they'll bleep the C word. They'll drop F.
Wow!
Bleep the C word. Yeah, I know. I don't know if they just do that for comedic effect or.
Wait, on the animated series?
Yeah. This is it's on.
Oh,
it's
right.
On
Yeah.
It's mature.
Yeah. Okay. That's cool.
Yeah. Wow. Interesting. Yeah, I'm gonna have to. I've heard good things. I follow Jimmy Palmiotti and Amanda Connor on Twitter, and they've been really happy with the way the animated series pulls from what they built on.
I was gonna say
they were writing it.
Yeah, it's kind of in the vein of their Harley Quinn work, but I kind of like it more than I did their comic even. Mm-hmm. Yeah, Harley shows up in the Batcave in one episode. She's like, "Oh, Batman! Oh, this is where you bleep the bats." He's like, "I don't bleep bats." Yes, very mature rating.
Or immature. Take your pick.
Oh, and then this upcoming Tuesday is the final episode of Arrow.
The Arrowverse culmination.
Crisis. Oliver Queen is the Spectre now.
Okay. That's a weird Hal Jordan reversal, isn't it?
well, one, they don't have a Hal Jordan, and two, you figure that way he can show up for crossovers once a year if he wants. Or
Oh, speaking of, Disney has announced a Green Lantern television series, right? Not Disney.
HBO Max.
Sorry. Yeah, HBO. Yeah. There's going to be a Green Lantern series.
Oh.
And I think just in the last week or two, I think they said they're going to have an Aquaman animated, I think.
as much as the Aquaman movie was, big dumb fun, Batman Brave and the Bold, the Aquaman from Hint there, I just love that guy.
Yeah.
He's
I mean,
like-
I like the Aquaman movie except for Jason Momoa's Aquaman. Everything else I was fine with.
but he's basically Hercules, and he's just this
Yes.
big dumb brute who's awesome. It's been years since I've seen it too, but I just remember that portrayal, and I went, "That's awesome."
my God. Last week's episode of Harley, Aquaman shows up in that too. Like they steal some like jewels from like Atlantis or something.
Mhm.
So like every couple like minutes he's like, how dare you steal my family's jewels? And even later on in the episode, Dr. Psycho's like, what? We didn't touch your balls. Crazy. But yeah, you know who voices Harley in it?
Oh.
Kaylee Cuoco from Big Bang Theory.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, I remember reading that now. Yeah.
I mean, I don't think she would even make like a bad live action Harley. That's so weird because it's like in animation now. I think they kind of like try to like cast like the type, but it's like you're not going to see the person.
Yeah.
Like, that's going to be one of the best jobs in the world, man. You could roll in there in your pajamas or whatever.
And just do voice work, huh?
I think sometimes those people aren't even in the same room together.
Maybe not.
We're not.
Yeah.
I mean, well, yeah.
Not that we're at that quality. I would never say that. At least I'm not.
Come on. Matt Kona's going to give us his Ray impression at the end of
That's
the
right.
I'll
It's
try.
Totally worth it.
I get the script. I'll go for it. Yeah.
I didn't finish it, but I started listening to the latest episode of Into the Night, Ray's Moon Knight podcast.
Mm.
And he was talking to some video game guy, and another American, and he was like, the guy says, "Hey," he goes, "Ray, I have a question." He's like, I listened to the show. He's like, "Can you do an American accent?"
Yeah.
Yes, he can.
Yeah.
Because he even said, he's like, yeah. He's like, there's already another podcast that asked me to do that. All right, so should we get to this issue?
Let's do it.
Wrap up to Galactic Storm.
The last double-digit episode.
That's right. 99.
It's all right. We're being triple digits out from now on. For the next 999.
Wow, yeah. For the next 900 episodes divided by 50. Is that 40 years? 45 years? Wait, 50? That's 2 years. No, it'd be 18 years, wouldn't it? Approximately.
18.
Are you sure?
Is that my final answer? No. I need a lifeline. Sorry.
What is it? See, now you got me curious. What is it? 999?
Yeah, so we just need 900 more episodes after.
What, 52 weeks?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, 19.2 years. That's doable.
That's totally doable.
It's doable. I mean, I'm only gonna be I'm not 42 yet. But... Okay, I'll be like 61 or 62. We can do it. All right. So, I was thinking we should have most of our characters already picked.
Mhm.
And who. All right. So yes, we're starting to wrap up Operation Galactic Storm. After the storm.
Captain America number 401.
Oh, look, we got the June 1992.
Which is just 28 years ago, almost. Wow.
Well, the last issues of Galactic Storm, you're like, are we still in May or did we get to June? Yeah, I was like, see, made it to June. Yes, with of course a Mark Grunwald story, Rick Levin's pencils. I like Rick Levin's on Captain America. Danny Belandi inks, Joe Rosen letters, Sheely Going colors, Ralph Macchio editor, Tom DeFalco commandant.
Commandant.
Okay. And for those of you who don't know, I should have recorded this for this episode. Steve Rogers, born in the USA, raised to cherish the ideals of democracy, endowed with a superhuman physique and driven to be the most capable combatant in the world. Now as both lone crusader and leader of the renowned Avengers, he fights an ongoing battle for liberty, justice, and the American dream. And of course, the title is After the Storm. Let's see Cap at the end of the Avengers meeting table saying, all in favor of having me step down as the chief executive and commanding officer of the two branches of Avengers, signified by saying aye.
Damn.
Wow.
Come on, Captain. None of us is going to vote for that.
Iron Man.
It's me, yeah.
Yep.
Who am? Look, you think the contingent of Avengers responsible for the terminating the Supreme Intelligence, who I might remind you is responsible for the deaths of untold billions of Kree, ought to have some disciplinary action brought against them. The majority of us here have voted against that. That doesn't mean we want you to take your job away. It just means that many of us disagree with you as far as what constitutes appropriate conduct in a time of war.
This Galactic Storm thing has left a lot of us really stressed out, Cap. All of us, the two space teams as well as the home team, busted our humps the past few weeks. How about we adjourn this debriefing already, huh? We can always just do a follow-up if need be after we've had a little R&R.
Rest and relaxation. Restless Ralph.
That's what R&R means. Thanks, Ralph.
But I love that too, that like 2-page splash on page 2 and 3, all the Avengers, the two space teams, Quasar, the Earth team, and Black Widow.
Hey, who's that guy next to Hercules?
Gilgamesh? Oh,
I forget his name.
Every time.
The forgotten one.
He is a forgotten one. I like it.
Just get that dad joke every time.
That's right. Never gets old.
Neither does he.
Ew.
All right, page 4. All right, so I think it's Cap. Yeah. Very well. Just one last item. Tonight at 19:30, I'm giving a seminar on superhuman ethics. I urge you all to attend. Thor.
Oh, sorry. Captain, is it mandatory? I've got to see my boy before he forgets even as a father. Thanks to himself.
No, voluntary.
Just asking.
Meeting adjourned. And She-Hulk's like, woo, I've never seen Cap so tense. All right, who's going to do Black Widow this week?
I'll do Black Widow. The other forgotten one.
Yeah.
Poor she thinks to herself, poor Steve.
And then Quasar literally flies across the room. Excuse me, everybody.
Hey, Quasar, stop being a show-off.
And say, Cap, wait up. I didn't want to bring it up back there and waste everyone else's time with it, but I was thinking of taking a leave of absence from the Avengers. Oh. As I told you during my membership interview way back when, the cosmic entity responsible for my quantum bands appointed me Protector of the Universe. And well, I don't think I've been doing such a hot job living up to that title by staying earthbound as much as I have. Who knows if I'd found a way to be a better protector, I might have learned about this Kree-Shi'ar war sooner and been able to save some lives. Cap's like, you're thinking of leaving immediately? I realize this is short notice, but I want to check in on the Kree Empire, see if there's anything I can do for their survivors. I do want to attend your seminar tonight, though. Don't worry about it. You're one of the Avengers I feel needs... Don't worry, you're not one of the Avengers I feel needs a lecture on ethics. Quasar's like, thanks. You'll be a hard man to replace, Quasar, but the Kree, the universe, undoubtedly needs you more than the Avengers do. Keep me posted on your activities, you hear? Does he come from Will's neck of the woods, you hear?
You hear? Yeehaw.
Will do, sir. They shake hands.
It does
And-
kind of look like Quasar's cape is filled with Texas tea.
Oh,
Black gold.
Black gold. Oil, that is. Editor's note, oil, that is.
And whenever you're in the vicinity, you'll always be welcome here. Once an Avenger. Thanks, Cap. It means a lot to me. You're the greatest. Cap's thinking, yeah, but the greatest what? You know what I was thinking? You know what I forgot to bring up last issue? Not only was that the last Avengers issue for Galactic Storm, but that's like the last issue Quasar's until what? Heroes Reborn. So we're not going to do another Avengers issue till Heroes Reborn, right?
Wow.
Was he
Return.
in?
Return.
Was he in like 400 or 402 maybe?
I'll have to double check, but I don't think unless he was like in the background or something.
Yeah, I'll check too. In a few
Yeah,
minutes.
I thought he didn't show up again until they rebooted with number 1.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Always at like 97 or 98. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah, because I mean, look at our list. I mean, we don't touch another Avengers issue until what? I know at least until after 60. So
yeah.
So yeah, so those you were like, oh, Avengers issues. Yeah, we're not gonna be doing any of those for a while.
No.
I mean, the closest thing will be the What Ifs next issue, next episode. Oh, and that whole scene with Quasar flying off. Quasar 35 picks up with that scene in 2 weeks for episode 101. All right, so then Cap goes in the communications center. Will, do you want to?
Yeah, I'll take Peggy. Oh, so good to see you back. Were you in outer space all this time? I was so worried.
She hugged
him. Sorry. You should slap me when I start acting like a mother hen. Whoa, that's not cool, Peg. Not cool.
That's right. That's right. There's 2 Avengers missing. It's all right, Peg. The Falcon and U.S. agent were not at the debriefing. What's their mission status?
Oh, we received a call 3 days ago from your old enemy Flag Smasher. It had something to do with a friend of yours I never met, Demolition Man, and they went to investigate.
D-Man, put a tracer on that Quinjet and call John Jameson. I want to follow up on it at once.
Sorry, Steve, but your pilot hasn't reported in since you left for space. I think he may have been out looking for Diamondback.
You mean she?
Haven't heard a peep from her in almost 3 weeks.
Go away and the whole world falls apart. He's got his head in his hands. But speaking of Diamondback, Riverside Avenue on the Upper West Side of Manhattan, where she's getting dragged along by Crossbones. What's the matter, Ratzel? For weeks now, you've been begging me to let you out of our abandoned subway station hideaway. And now that I finally give in to your whining, you're embarrassing me by walking like a phoebe.
Matt, you want to do
Sure.
Diamondback? Okay.
You know very well why I'm too weak to walk straight, Crossbones. I'm starving. You haven't given me a decent meal in weeks.
Yeah, I guess I have been a little bit stingy in the grub department, but you gotta admit it did the trick. Took the fighting spirit right out of what you used to call yourself, Diamond Butt. Anyway, Toots, you and me are going on a field trip. I'm sick of the big rotten apple. And he punches out a car window. Give me a sec to hotwire this jalopy. And he does.
Did he just say jalopy?
Jalopy.
Now he's an old man. Takes off. Feels great to go mobile, don't it?
Where are you taking me?
I told you, babe, on a field trip. I promise you, you'll like it much better than that subway. I got a nice, peaceful place in mind for you. Real peaceful. No one around but earthworms.
You're going to bury me alive?
Not exactly. All right. And meanwhile, for those of you missing some office work, back at Captain America's office and Avengers headquarters, Cap sitting at his computer, kind of like he's doing on the cover, except he's not wearing his mask. Was staring at the screen thinking, organization's a mess. Keep trying to stabilize the membership, but if it's not one thing, it's another. Reserves are particularly in shambles. Spider-Man and Namor didn't respond to the emergency summons at the onset of Operation Galactic Storm. Guess I can't count on them as backups. Oh, come on. Spider-Man's doing like 4 different things every month.
That's right.
Come
Or
on.
5 sometimes, but
Sometimes, yeah. I don't know. What's the name, worst case? So he's thinking, who's that leave? Because on the screen it says Beast, inactive. All these are inactive. Beast, Hellcat, Jocasta, She-Hulk, Wait a second. Wasn't She-Hulk and Falcon's out on a mission right now. How is he inactive? Submariner, Quicksilver, Ant-Man, Rage, Moondrag.
Wow, we could be uncovering a scandal with the Avengers payroll. Marked inactive, working for free.
Yeah.
But what do you think it says
there
for Jocasta?
Deceased. She's
deceased.
supposedly at
Oh, I
this
thought that was a P and an A. Yeah, deceased. Gotcha.
I mean, they could have had deactivated too. I mean,
Well, yeah. Or just not on the list.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
True. So Cap's thinking, oh, what's the use? Maybe I should throw in the towel. Maybe someone with newer, fresher ideas could keep this ragtag group running better than me. Seems like my style of professional behavior is out of fashion, at odds with this increasingly violent society. 1990s. Maybe guys like the Punisher, Cable, and Wolverine. Hey, at least 2 of them are showing up in the next Captain America arc. They're violent, but they sell books. Are the answer to the kinds of threats America faces today. Maybe bad attitudes and lax moral codes are the only way to make headway. The values I've striven for my entire career seem so untenable in this present climb, but without them, what am I?
Knock, knock, knock.
Hawkeye.
Yo, Cap, you in there? It's me, Hawkeye or Goliath, or just playing Clint, whatever.
Cap's just sitting at the desk all
He's
silent.
got both outfits in his hand. Need some advice deciding which costume identity I should go with. Cap? No answer, huh? Peggy said his computer was online, so he's probably here. Guess he left it on and slipped out.
Meanwhile, that evening at the ethics discussion, where only Black Widow, Hawkeye, and Scarlet
not very well attended. There's a lot of folding chairs. They're gonna have to be refolded by a very annoyed Jarvis later.
Oh.
All right, so Black Widow is talking to Clint and Scarlet Witch. I never seen Steve so tense and withdrawn. I asked him to work out with me, and he turned me down flat. And then now, for first time in a while, in the Hawkeye outfit, you at least got to speak to you. I think he's been avoiding me all day.
Scarlet Witch is like, I hope some of the others show up soon. Steve is going to be awfully disappointed when he sees this poor turnout for his seminar.
Yeah, well, a lot of the guys had to. Here it comes.
Cap walks in, just like got this stare.
Yeah. It's got the shield with him. Don't think that's necessary, but whatever. And then Hawkeye. 1D Iron Man and most of the West Coast crew had to get back to their business and told me to give you their regrets. Black Widow. Hercules of the Night went to fly Gilgamesh back to Europe. Crystal's with her baby. The Vision's looking into getting his skin fixed.
I get the picture, Natasha. You 3 are it. The ones who really need to hear this aren't here. He turns around, walks back out the door. This is pointless. Sorry I wasted all your time. And then Thor comes bursting through the door.
Sorry I'm late. Did I miss anything?
Oh, brother. And in the kitchen, another mess for Jarvis to clean up.
Black Widow's got her feet up on the chair like she has been for the last few weeks, probably. We've got to do something for Cap. He's heading for a breakdown. Like, what can we do, Tosh? For starters, I think you should take him out for a night on the town. You mean get him drunk? You gotta be. No. Talk to him man to man. Try to dispel the gloom he's in. You're one of his oldest friends. Yeah, but cheering up depressed living legends ain't one of my specialties. Sure wish the Falcon get back.
And then in Cap's private quarters.
Okay, old timer, it's enough. Enough moping around. You and me are going out.
Can't, Clint. I've got to stay here. I'm waiting for word about some missing Avengers and some missing support personnel, and I want to be here.
Get out of here. Oh, wait, yeah. Get out of here. Peggy can beep you on your card wherever you are. Now, come on. I ain't taking no for an answer. He starts digging through his clothes, throwing him an outfit. Here, take off the union suit and put these on.
Clint,
Don't make me get rough with you, man. I intend to use your bed as a trampoline so you get off that flabby red, white, and blue backside of yours. Think I care if jumping on the bed's against these bylaws?
Okay, Clint, stop. You win. Thought jumping on the bed was like the third date.
Yeah.
And I get your confusion at first because it's like if it wasn't for their clothes, these two could, with this art, they could almost pass for
They're very
twins.
similar
Yeah.
looking, yeah.
Two blonde guys. All right, and somewhere in New Jersey. Don't get too attached to Diamondback, people. We're not coming back to this after this.
Look, Cross, I told you everything. I know about Captain America already. His shoe size, what he likes to eat for breakfast, his unlisted extension, what kind of music he listens to. What more do you want from me?
Plenty, Ratzel. Plenty more. That junk you told me would be great if I was writing a profile for People magazine, but it's nothing that's going to get me back in tight with the
What are
Red
we doing
Skull.
here? This gas station.
You're going to make a phone call. I want you to call up Cappy and tell him we're spending a few weeks skiing with an old friend. You say exactly that with no mess ups, and I promise I'll wrestle you up some chow. You act up, I'll see you starve.
Okay. And then she approaches the phone, and you see Peggy answering in Avengers headquarters. This is Rachel Layton. I'm skiing with an old friend of mine. Tell Cap he shouldn't worry.
Rachel, this is Peggy. Don't hang up, Rachel. I should call Cap. He's been waiting for some word from her.
And Black Widow says, "No, Steve needs one night away from all of his problems."
But he...
I know he's very concerned about her, but the message you'd pass on to him is so sparse it would only serve to agitate him further. Here's what I'll do. Hop on a sky cycle, check out that number, see if Diamondback's okay. Peggy, please wait to call him till you hear from me.
Cap respects your judgment enough to have appointed you deputy leader, Natasha. All right.
Meanwhile, on the Lower West Side, are we there yet? Are we there yet, or are you lost?
Hey, it's been a few years since I called this burg home, Stevie. Cut me a little slack, huh? All right, sides, we're here.
This is your idea of
Yeah, they approached the Laughing Horse bar. Of a bar? Yeah, let's go, man. I'll tell you my theory. There's 3 kinds of bars. Yuppie bars, low-life bars, and old man bars. A low-life bar, of course. They're the most fun.
Do you see, like, the next couple pages, do you see, like, the people in the background? Like, isn't that Popeye? And,
Yeah.
Mr. Belvedere looks like he's tending bar.
Yeah.
And is that, like, Charlie Chaplin or somebody?
Yeah,
Or
maybe Carla from Cheers taking their order.
Marx Brothers? Or is that Gomez and Letitia? Or Dick Tracy? Yeah. Next couple pages, you see this. I think the artist was having fun with his bars.
Yeah. I think so.
I don't know about this, Clint. This is really not my kind of scene.
Yeah. Well, what are you talking about, man? You used to always lecture me about training myself to adapt to any situation I happen to find myself in. Well, you're just blowing smoke.
Where should we sit?
I'll do it. What'll it be?
Pitcher a tap, my good woman, and 2 frosty mugs.
Come on, Clint. You know I don't drink. I'm a role model.
Not tonight, you aren't. Tonight, you're just a regular Joe.
But I'm not. I can't even bring myself to pretend to be anymore, Clint. I realized some time ago that every time I tried to put together a regular life for myself, it soon fell apart. Finally, I realized I had a choice to be a good Captain America or a lousy Steve Rogers. Guess which I chose.
And I think playing pool in all the gin joints in all the world is Humphrey Bogart's.
I think so.
yeah. So you don't have any civilian friends anymore?
No, they've mostly all fallen by the wayside. The Avengers and the headquarters crew are the only people in my life right now. And even they're slipping away. The Avengers may not have voted me out this morning, but as tonight's seminar proved, I've lost the ability to inspire them.
That's what you think. You ought to quit, Steve. You'll see how much they need you slams the mug down on the ground. Wait, I know. I'll quit too, and the two of us can form our own team. Yeah, and we'll only let guys who have strong ethical principles like ourselves join. What do you say?
No, Clint, that's nuts. I'm not about to compete with the Avengers for criminals to fight and emergencies to handle.
Well, then, maybe you ought to just take a leave of absence.
No, the Avengers need me. Galactic Storm, quote unquote, has left our ranks very unstable.
Chief, just for once, why don't you put your own needs in front of those of others? Listen to me. As your friend, I'm telling you, you need to take some time off from the grind. You're heading for job burnout. If that happens, you're not going to be good to any one of the Avengers, or to yourself. Now, listen, there must be something you need to do, Steve, just for yourself, just to get back on an even keel.
Well, actually, there is. I was in this relationship with this woman. I guess I took things too slowly. Never once let her know how I felt about her.
Well, then do something about it. Take her in your arms and tell her, man.
I can't. She's one of the missing persons I told you about.
I'm a fine one to give advice about relationships with my own marriage on the rocks. I had to practice what I preach. As he pours himself another glass.
Don't be a Dick Tracy like that guy behind him.
Yeah. There's the yellow kid in the next page.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, get ready, Will.
Tony Stark.
If I could just...
Steve!
Tony Stark? Here?
I thought you told me where you guys were. Mind if I join you? Sorry I missed your seminar. I had a lot of Stark Enterprises business to attend in LA. Just made it back.
Hey, Anthony. Oh, it was in the full name. Tony.
Oh, sorry. Right, Clint. Steve and I need to talk alone. Mind making yourself scarce for a bit?
Okay, I feel like shooting some pool anyway.
Our relationship has been on the rocks for much too long, Steve. I'd like to clear the air if that's possible.
A drink?
Yeah, Diet Coke. Let's start where it went sour. My armor wars.
When you broke into a government penitentiary, caused the jailbreak, we fought, you sucker punched me and ran, promising me an explanation for the necessity of your actions when it was all over.
Back in Iron Man number 228, R.M. Order.
Instead, you publicly blamed your outrageous behavior on a renegade Iron Man. All right, everyone, stay tuned next in a few months. I'm going to try to get Will to read some of the those, when Cap was running around that black costume and probably that Iron Man issue. So, and when you sent word you wanted to see me, you didn't try to explain one blessed thing. You just said that we were likely to play on the same team at some point in the future, so we better call a truce to our differences.
Iron Man number 238, RM again.
You didn't even try to justify your criminal actions. I was so stunned I couldn't even press you on it.
Things got out of hand, Steve. Once I started trying to confiscate all my stolen technology, I just became so obsessed. I had to pursue it to its logical end. I knew you could never understand that. You don't believe that the ends justify the means, so I didn't even bother. In retrospect, I should have at least tried.
That brings us to the events of the past few weeks. You surrendered our team of Avengers to the Kree militia without consulting me, the team leader. The decision to gamble with our lives was not one you should have made unilaterally. Yes, I know it happened to work out in our favor.
Iron Man number 279.
That Iron Man book is just trouble. Then after Cersei pulled our fat out of the fire, you got steam with the way she did it and decided to go your separate way. The heck with the rest of us.
Cap 399.
He's getting mad. He's using the heck.
Fired up.
Oh, you're the second box.
Oh, I just couldn't afford to have Cersei mess with my armor again, Steve. It's not just my source of power; it's my life support.
And finally, most critically, you were one of the ringleaders of the Avengers Execution Squad, who stormed off to terminate the Supreme Intelligence.
Avengers number 347 still on sale. If you're back in 1992, Ralph Venger.
I think it's one of them. I think that might be one of. This might be some of them. I don't know if we had that many editors' notes in a while.
I know, it's pretty awesome. I truly believe that conventional standards of morality are inapplicable in times of war.
It wasn't our decision to make, Tony. He should have been put on trial like the war criminals after World War II.
You left out that I abandoned you on the Kree homeworld and to go after the Negabomb.
I can understand that one, Tony. I'd have made the same decision. And meanwhile, Black Widow gets to a payphone.
This is the phone Diamondback called from, a payphone. There's no sign of her. I'll ask the station attendant if he saw anything.
See, kids, back in the day, we used to have these things called payphones.
Because everybody didn't have a cell phone.
The phone call. But Black Widow's kind of close because 20 miles away.
Cross, I did what you said. What are you doing? Where are you taking me?
Right here, Toots. This is the former Fallout shelter where that muty Magneto imprisoned the Red Skull a few months back.
Issue number 368.
I believe it was active during active.
Yeah, I was going to say.
Mm-hmm.
Don't know how Mags found it, but you can bet your bottom he figured it was a good place to stick somebody he didn't want disturbed. And here's the rope I left last time. Climb down.
Well, I don't think I'm strong enough to.
Climb down or fall down. And at the bottom of the hole. Ha! A mere 10-foot drop. Nothing to it, huh? Look around, Ratzel. This is our new home. We're going to be spending a lot of time down here, you and me.
Does not look like an appealing new home. There's like
No,
a plastic toilet on the floor and 2 jugs next to it.
No. Down here in a hidey hole, I'm going to...
Which him calling it that is way worse, too.
Yes.
The hidey hole.
That was the other bar Hawkeye was going to take them.
Yeah.
Down here in our hidey hole, I'm going to become your best friend. I'm going to teach you how to be exactly like me. I'm going to teach you the toughness you need to survive.
No.
Funny, ain't it? After all these years, you're finally getting what you want. I'm finally going to let you join my gang. And back in Manhattan. At the Laughing Horse.
After the bomb exploded and we were revived from that weird thing Cersei did to us, I looked around in a daze thinking, where's Cap? Then I remembered that you were still on Hala, probably dead. You may choose to disbelieve this if you want, but that thought made me... Look, I'm not the crying kind, Steve. I didn't cry at my own father's funeral. But right then and there, I realized that in all this crazy business we're in, there's no one I'd miss more than you. And you're an inspiration to me, Steve, to a lot of us. We may not think like you or act like you, but we still respect you and appreciate what you do and the way you do it. You're an idealist in a world that is far from ideal. I don't know how you can do it, Steve, how you can keep it all, the ugliness from getting to you, hardening you. I can't. I'm not as perfect as you. Forgive me.
Tony, I'm not perfect either. I'm sometimes too quick to judge, too slow to forgive. I appreciate how much courage it took you to come here, in a bar of all places.
Tony Stark is a recovering alcoholic, Ralph.
and to level with me like you just did. I'm really sorry our ideological differences bent our friendship out of shape. I miss having you as my friend. I'd like us to let bygones be bygones.
So would I.
They shake hands and Tony Stark walks out.
And Alfred Hitchcock walks past him.
Yes.
I think.
Mm-hmm.
Thinking this place is for the birds.
Hey-o, Psycho Squad.
So Steve goes over to Clint. Tony left Clint, going back to the mansion.
Hold on, I'll go with you as soon as Fats here pays up.
Humph.
So, back at Avengers headquarters. U.S. agent?
About time you came crawling in, Rogers.
Where's the Falcon? Where's
Right around the corner.
Falcon's back?
Steve!
Dennis! Falcon's
He doesn't even talk
Yeah.
to
Dennis, it's you. What happened to you? I thought you'd... The heck with that. What I thought. It's really great to see you, man.
Wow, is Steve happy? If this doesn't yank him out of the funk he's been in, nothing will. Yo, agent, you did good for once. So what took you so long? Thought you guys were missing in action. Hey, Barton, we had a lot of ultimatum. We had a lot of ultimatum agents to take into custody.
See last issue, Custodian Ralph.
Then we developed engine trouble. Why am I explaining it to you?
Your old friend's really out of it, Steve. Whatever happened to him in the Arctic must have traumatized him.
I'll get him the best medical attention available. Agent?
Yeah?
Thanks. I owe you, pal.
Him? Calling me pal?
And we get Steve smiling in the last panel thinking, maybe things will work out for me yet. Maybe in the words of Lennon and McCarthy, I'll get by with a little help from my friends.
What would you do?
For all of our younger listeners, there was a band called the Beatles.
Yeah.
From Liverpool.
And if you're not as old, there was also Joe Cocker covered it for the Wonder Years, the Wonder Years theme song.
That's the other Wonder Years. I'm so upset. But yeah, me and Kristen and I have been doing Nightwing News weekly for Dick Grayson's 80th anniversary. Did I tell you guys this already? I'm so mad. I finally figured out I should have called it the Boy Wonder Years.
That's a missed opportunity, but not bad.
Not bad at all.
So, do you want to do the Ray feedback, Matt?
Oh yeah. All right. Let me. Okay.
It's written this time, people. So
Right. Yeah. Well, he says hello, fellas, which he would never say in a voicemail. Hey guys. Well, Ray here from Australia. Well, sad to see the end of Operation Galactic Storm, and to be honest, I felt this epilogue, a shade in the comparison to the awesome finale, was interesting to see how it has affected Cap. The tension in part 19 was palpable. I'll probably need to read it again, as after reading part 19, as I read it immediately after reading part 19. So that probably wasn't fair. Keen to hear your thoughts as well. All the best, Ray. P.S. The most handsome of you all is Matt. Wow. Really nice, Ray. Wow.
well, Ray, if you ever wanted to know what you sounded like drunk, there you go.
I've had too many Fosters, huh?
Bravo.
Fosters, Australian for courage. So yes, you know what I mean. I get what Ray was going for. I mean, there really wasn't any action in this, and I get it's Galactic Storm aftermath, but they really didn't need. I don't know if you really needed to tag it as epilogue.
Yeah,
it's very much a Cap story, but basically, hey, Galactic Storm's over. Got a bunch of friends missing. Got to go find.
Yeah.
Let's find out what's going on. Yeah.
And the next issue after this would start the Man and Wolf storyline, where Cap eventually gets turned into a werewolf. Spoilers.
Yes, Cap Wolf.
The much maligned Cap Wolf.
Wolverine and Cable show up.
Oh wow.
Mm-hmm. A very 90s story. Yes.
Yeah.
Wolverine and then Cable shows up. Yes. and Capsule Werewolf.
Capsule Werewolf, yeah.
And a bunch of werewolves. Yeah, John Jameson. Isn't Werewolf by Night there? You know, Mr. Jack
Yes.
Ryan.
Yeah.
See, Ray?
Yeah.
Speaking of that, wish I could talk to Ray on a more regular basis. The last part of Conan Serpent War, like Moon Knight seems like Khonshu seems like giving him like this weird power now where he can like see things and like I don't know if you can see like on a different level or something. It's very weird. And like I was telling Will, I guess there's an upcoming Avengers arc with Moon Knight and Khonshu.
Mm.
So I don't know if they're like retconning him. Okay, Ray, I know you're listening to this. I almost feel like Moon Knight hasn't gotten the cred he deserves until now because like it seems like they do a lot of retcons on him. Because didn't he have like super strength or something for a while? I mean, first it was like
During the phases of the moon,
Yeah,
I think,
but
in the early.
at first wasn't it because of the werewolf fight, and then wasn't it Khonshu gave him super strength, and then like they got rid of all that, and like they've been kind of like downplaying his multiple personalities last couple of things I've read with Moon Knight. So yeah, they always seem like changing every couple of years. Oh, I should write this down and send it to Ray.
Oh, I was just looking through Avengers 400, and Quasar doesn't make an appearance in the story, but they give a list of every Avenger.
Oh, yes.
In the back, and hang on, there's Spider-Man, Living Lightning, Sandman. Come on.
That's what I'm saying. I don't think he makes an actual appearance.
Yeah, he just has a little short box with his head,
Yeah.
a headshot basically, and it says Quasar, currently with the Star Masters in Avengers 400. So there you
I
go.
don't think he makes an appearance until that Avengers 1. Heroes Return.
Yeah, that was.
I mean, we'll get him
dark
with
times,
like
dark
we'll get him with Cap and some other Avengers and Infinity War. But yeah, after that, it might be a while. Although we'll probably jump some months and years once we get past 6. You know, it's not going to be month to month to month. I don't want to get to 6. Oh yeah, and coming up after Infinity War, we're gonna have like a month of Marvel Boy.
Oh yeah, Punisher.
Well, even before we get there, it's like we're doing that Marvel Super Action reprints, Marvel Boy #1, very dirty. Then the two Fantastic. The
Crusader issues,
and then that Quasar 41, where Wendell does not show up at all.
Yeah, which is interesting because he's been ultimately nullified.
Spoilers. But yeah, that's an interesting issue. Sorry. But I mean, yeah, because the Avengers are in that issue. Get more Hercules. Oh no, I think we get Thor and Hercules, like Eric Masterson, Thor and Hercules.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, we do. Well, Thunderstrike. He's Thunderstrike at that point because doesn't he go with him with the Star Brand a little bit later?
The Marvel Boy stuff, he's still Thor, but by the time he goes with Wendell, to get the bands back, then he's Thunderstrike.
Yeah.
But yes, so everyone, do your homework. Next episode 100. I'm going to give you 2 issues. What is it, 55 and 56? That's what I said. It's going to be weird because I usually have the paper copies, but I'm going to have to do digital next episode.
Yeah.
So
there's an issue of Avenger of the parody book called, it wasn't called What If, it was called What Huh? Do you remember that one?
Was it What Huh or was it? I thought it was What The.
Let me check this one. Let's see. But that's where they were Quasar's old costume where he had the lines. Somebody comes up and just twists and makes it one big symbol. It's like, just adjusting the Because it's like a TV Quasar
Yeah.
game. It was pretty funny if you... Not really, but whatever.
See, kids, back in the day, TV had knobs.
Yes.
Oh,
2 of them.
yes. Well, sometimes, was there 1 or 2 channel knobs and there was was there a volume?
I don't know. I mean, I get it. You
Kids,
need a volume
back in
knob,
the day,
but
kids back in the day, TVs used to be so big they were like a piece of furniture.
Yeah.
This has been the old man episode, which I guess makes sense. We're talking Captain America.
Well, I don't even remember really reading this one, but
What?
It's pretty funny. You've got the Watcher staring in a window and just whistling. Because I'm the Watcher. Hold on.
Oh,
I've seen pathetic. This is. I'm gonna have to go back through this. What if Mark Miller asked? What if the Avengers all had beards? They all have beards. There's a page of them that all have beards. What if MODOK had an itch? And he's like, can't scratch.
I mean, I was thinking about this the other day. The Watcher is like the ultimate voyeur because, I mean, he watches big cosmic events. Like, next issue we're going to be talking about what if they lost Galactic Storm. But then he watches like guys like Spider-Man and stuff. And it's just like, he's watching everybody.
Oh, here's a good one. It says, it's 1 half-page panel. It says, what if DC let us do Batman Daredevil? And hell closed for eternal winter. Hell has frozen over. But didn't they do a Batman Daredevil later?
They actually did like, was it 2 different ones? Like I think Marvel did one and DC did one. But yeah, they did. Yeah, there was, what was that, like late 90s? They kind of played ball for a little bit. Because there was 2 Batman Daredevils. I think they did 2 Batman Spider-Mans too. Yeah. I got those.
Yeah, then they did the
Silver Surfer, Green Lantern.
I remember that one.
Was there a Superman Silver Surfer? I think they did Superman Fantastic Four too.
Oh God.
Yeah.
What they did is, what if Stan Lee was the writer of Ultimate Spider-Man, and they just basically reprint the story from Amazing Fantasy 15?
He would only do it in 12 issues instead of the 7 it took Bendis.
That's pretty cheeky. What if the internet existed in 1975? Wow, I'm gonna have to read back through this one. This was pretty crazy. Wow.
Oh,
memory lane.
Nuts.
There you go. There you go. Hey, people. Well, when I say people, the only ones who are going to do it are Soshin and Ray. Hey, send us some send me some superhero jokes and see if you can stump the joke man, Matt Kona.
Bring it on. Bring it on.
Matt loves a challenge.
It's got to be longer. I need a full length one. I could sprinkle some Kim particles on it to make it bigger.
All right. So, any other business?
I can't think of any.
All right. So, yes, everyone, next episode, 2 issues. So, join us back here for the double-sized 100th episode of the Quantum Zone.
Wow. That's 100 episodes. That's insane.
That's right.
Yes, we are.
I should pull episode 1 and try to find some clips. Nuts. All right. So, again, it's going to be what if 55 and 56, right?
Yeah. I think so.
It's the 2-part what if Avengers lost Galactic Storm.
Yeah.
So read those. Email us, capesandlunatics@gmail.com. Call the voicemail, 614-382-2737. That's 614-38-CAPES. Follow the Quantum Zone on Facebook, Twitter, everywhere. Follow all the Capes and Lunatics social media, all in one convenient place. That's Linktree. That's linktr.ee/Capes and Lunatics. And remember to support the sponsors: Tweaked Audio, Hunt a Killer, Pod Life the book, now in paperback and digital. And when you go on Amazon to buy that, use the link in the show notes for Southgate Media Group. Doesn't affect you at all, but send some money to the company to help bring you such fine products as the Quantum Zone. And terrific Australian accents. All right. All right, you Australian born in an American's body. Where can people find you, Macona?
All right, you can see me at facebook.com/au/Macona stand up, or at twitter.au. At Macona, MATTKONA. That's me. That's where I am. Let's be friends.
All right, let's take it down south. Will, where can people find you, Master of the Quantum Zone?
They can find me at Walred. That's at WALLRED. Twitter, Facebook, all the social media stuff. You can also find me at diaryofnight.com, which is my self-published book, we're going to do a Kickstarter for a limited edition of this with handwritten diary entries in it, which is going to be kind of cool. That starts on the 28th, and it'll run for like 2 weeks or so. So you can check that out.
Nice.
You can find me at diaryofnight.com, and you can always find cool stuff at Quantum Zone, quantumzone.org.
5 inches, maybe.
All right. Let's get out of here. Got to rest up for that big 100th episode.
That's right.
So, yes, join us next time. 2 What If issues, followed by Quasar 35 for episode 101, where we'll pick up on that scene from this issue. And Quasar 36 in 102. Then it's Infinity War. Not the movie, the comic.
That's right.
The movie just gave you Thanos. We'll give you Thanos, Adam Warlock, the return of
Galactus.
the return of Moondragon. Double character.
Hey, maybe even the Black Widow. I don't know. Does she appear?
Maybe. Maybe not.
Evil doubles. Magus. Drax. So lots of fun stuff coming up, especially that Marvel boy. So join us next time for the Big 100. And remember, Quantum Zoners, keep it quantum.